Where then do we call ourselves too old for it? For then what is age? That then there are things more for those of lesser age. Where then are not these things calling upon age like unto a tall table? Where then, when we are of the age to reach its top, we are as this place far from the ground? Though then, with the age to reach its top, is the ability then to crack its surface, causing it to crumble with then the greater strength we possess. Then are things that one can be too old for cause growth in those without it, and then those already with growth, then their causing is then a place seeking growth, which then takes age from age to then say it has age to gain. Where then at this age does one then reach the tabletop? Where then if one stands not on the table? Where then does age go to search for more age? Given then that these things one can be too old for are things then looking to give new height, but then loss of height, so then these things can say they've given it, then no longer reaching the table. Where then one fears one's own loss of being at the table, for new age from here seems to be a loss of this age. Where then why would things say that one is too old for something, rather than one saying then that they themselves are too old? For they are uncool, and these things are only done by cool things, where then age is uncool. Though these things themselves seek age to then have power by what comes with age, do they not? For then in calling one too uncool for a thing, are things then saying that things of power then cannot partake? For is to not be of heat rather than to be cool than to be of great energy chemically, which then means you have the power to move things. Then though these then cool things of a lesser age wish then to have age and movement, though then where do they have to move to then if the things then that give them perspective of height give up age then for movement from it? Actually then being too cool to partake in things for cool people. For then things of great movement require there to be such things of stagnation that then they have places to move about. For do not cool things then seek not to change a place, for they are cool with it? Then things in which one could be too old for are then not cool to cold things? For then how could cool be if what was cold was then given movement? For then there would be nothing to be cool with. Then having nothing to be cool with means things can't be cool. Then are these things then called too old for it? Where it's not about being cool, but about being where coolness isn't what makes things be. For what is coolness? Where then things that are too old for it say, what is coolness? Then not being cool. For does not what is cool call itself different at times? Then trying to keep cool means keeping up with the times. Then though, keeping up with the times, then leads one to age, as then time was a requirement to keep up with the times to keep cool. Then being old and uncool. Then where and what is true coolness, if it is to remain that then this linear path can spring up these ways into becoming cold from the line of cool? Where if then cool requires time to keep up with, to be called so, is not then age cool? Then though age only called cool when out of time, where then what's of age called cool when taken off its table and taken out of its age into another, where then its age is appreciated only being a portion thereof, that then is a thing of no age to be taken out of its own, though of enough coldness to be of its own age in another, where then its being cold causes the age it's in to be cool, whereas it is called cool of an age then that has been cold, that then this thing could be cool in it. Then cool itself is a thing of no place, being then all this. wherein the equation of coolness, the variable x, collapses the equation into writings multiple regarding then the objects taken out of time and placed into another being the other variable, then expanding into the reverse equation, where then taking all these components and making each a variable, then watching what coolness is expand into something solid, is then where keeping up with time isn't cool, though then coolness, becoming the table of the ageless, is one where we are too old for it. For then in partaking in things we are too old for, is then us then saying we seek new age, which is then the foregoing of the table where cool things reside, as then in we left what's cool by seeking too many cool things, then ourselves becoming old news. As then of what age could call us cool, always seeking cool things, then having no age of our own by which to make things cool, where then being cool isn't cool, as we are too old for it, which by this accordance doesn't allow cool things to remain cool.